It's time for another DM7 series training video. This time, let's look into pairing channels and explore all the bus setup options. If you've been using Yamaha digital mixing consoles for a while, you'll already be familiar with a couple of things. Pairing channels with the cell keys or select keys and the love heart on the screen to indicate that pairing. This goes way back to when screens were monochromatic and smaller than a smartphone. But it's quick and intuitive. All input channels are mono by default. That is 120 on the larger DM7 and 72 on the smaller DM7 compact. To pair adjacent channels, press and hold one cell key while pressing the next one. On either side, you'll then see that their faders, on and Q keys operate in tandem. On the selected channel screen, check the heart symbol by the channel names and level meters. It indicates a stereo pair with a white heart and a mono channel with a dark heart. Touch to make a pair with one of the adjacent channels. Touch the white heart if you wish to break the pair, or if you wish to quickly change the left-right path of the pair. For example, if the incoming signal is suddenly only heard on the left, you can make it left mono. So the left signal appears on both sides. And you can do the same with the right side, or make it a mono sum. Back with the stereo path. If you want to check the balance or pan of the pair, touch the pan balance indicator, and this will open the to stereo screen where the display can be toggled between pan and balance, and these can be easily viewed and adjusted by dragging on the screen or turning the encoders. Now let's take a look at pairing the mix buses. Here you will find the restriction that an odd numbered channel can never be the right side of a stereo pair, and an even numbered channel can never be left. Otherwise, you can pair mix and matrix buses in the same way. Though, if you have a lot of pairs to make, it could be faster in the bus setup screen. Let's go there. Setup menu and bus setup. Here you will see 4 tables of information, the first of which is for mix buses 1 to 48. You can select if each pair is going to be stereo or mono times 2. Then you can select the bus type for each pair of mixes, vari or fixed. This refers to their send level behavior. Vari is the default and provides a variable send level from each input channel along with a pre or post fade switch. It is the most flexible option. Fixed means the send level from each channel is fixed at 0 dB and it is always post fader. So the signal reaching the mix bus is dependent upon the position of the input channel faders. Compared to a traditional analog mixer, use vari for auxiliary buses and use fixed to create subgroups. By the way, Mix Minus is only available with the broadcast package and has little or no use in other disciplines. I talk about it in my broadcast package video. If you select the stereo and vary options, one additional choice is provided: pan link. With this off, each stereo mix has its own independent pan setting. With pan link on, all mix send pans are linked to the pan of the input channel. Doing this could be useful for handling effect sends, but not really for in-ear monitors, where each performer may want to hear something different depending on their position on stage. For matrix buses on the next tab, you see the same options for stereo and mono and pan link. But matrix buses are always vary. Once the bus type has been selected, move to the send point tables. Here you get options for the pre-fade send point and the post-fade point. You don't choose the pre or post setting here, you choose the point. This is one way in which DM7 series is more flexible than most. You get 7 possible points for each channel sending to each mix. So now we are looking at mix 1. Mix 2, 3, 4, and so on could use completely different points. This is great if you are mixing for a range of performers. They can each have a customized set of send points, determining whether they hear each channel with noise gate, EQ, and compression applied or not. One of the points is called mid-proc, because the order of processing, EQ, and dynamics too can be changed for each channel, and this point is between the two. So for some channels it could be after the EQ and before the compressor, while for other channels it could be after the compressor but before the EQ. The follow features may be new to you, unless you have experience with Yamaha Rivage PM series. They provide even more flexibility. Keep on enabled if you want the send to be off when the channel is off. If you want the send to always be active, switch follow on off. Enable fader follow and DCA follow if you want their positions to influence the send levels. Fader follow is like applying a post-fade behavior to a pre-fade signal. DCA follow is useful when mixing monitors and front of house from the same console. Ensure the signal of certain channels only reaches the stage monitors when the audience also hears it. There are so many options. It's good that there are buttons at the top to make the same setting for all channels, in case you want to keep it simple. Remember, the bus setup can be changed scene by scene. It's not stuck the same for the whole show. The send point for outputs differs in that it deals with the mix and main stereo buses sending to the matrix. Then there is the option of sending the signal pre or post delay as well. Each input channel has delay available, though the position of that is variable as can be seen in the delay screen, which is accessed from the selected channel screen. So if you have to delay audio to match a video, you can make sure it's positioned after the point at which the performers are listening to themselves. It's worth taking the time to think through these options and get it set in an ideal way before programming loads of scenes for a show. But it's great to know any such changes are possible if the requirements of an event evolve from their original plan. DM7 series does more than most to meet your needs. Keep watching this channel to learn more about the other innovative features DM7 series provides. Bye for now.